we've also just received the worst job report since 2009. The U.S. economy lost over 700,000 jobs in March, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. The unemployment rate is now at 4.4%. It's the single largest change in the jobless rate since 1975. Most of the destruction took place at restaurants and bars, where the economy lost over 400,000 jobs. Meanwhile, banks are warning of, quote, utter chaos for small businesses. Millions are waiting for their slice of a $350 billion piece of pie. That relief program, it's just part of the $2 trillion bill that passed through Congress and the president's desk. In an email to business customers, Chase Bank said it will no longer be able to start accepting applications today as previously thought. They claim guidance from the Treasury Department is bad on how to lend the money out. It was late, they say, and not ready. The White House, however, says the lending program is ready to go. And let's welcome in our panel to talk more about small business and the impact from COVID-19. Heather Zumarraga is with us, Vice President of Vision for Fund Distributors. She's also a stock market analyst and a Newsmax contributor. Also with us, Brent Wilsey, a registered investment advisor and the host of Smart Investing on 760 KFMB radio in San Diego. And he's not on the radio or on TV. He's the CEO of Wilsey Asset Management. Thank you both for being with us.
Hi, John.
Thank you for having me.
All right, Heather, let's talk about some of these resources that are available for small businesses if everything works according to plan. There's the Paycheck Protection Program, which can offer up to $10 million in loans. It can be forgiven as long as these borrowers don't lay anyone off or hire people back that they have laid off. And then there's the Economic Injury Disaster Loan Program. That's a $2 million loan that businesses can get. It's not forgivable, but there's more flexibility in how they can use it. Will these programs, Heather, let's just assume they actually are working, will they be enough?
Well, I think it's great it's a good start, to say the least. JP Morgan was saying that they couldn't get the funding available to small businesses today, but hopefully that rollout will be as soon as Monday. And next week, I urge small businesses, please take advantage of the Paycheck Protection Program. Sign up for these loans, which are essentially grants. It's different. This is an unprecedented time in history, as we all know, but this is different than any measure that we've taken in the past, because if you take one of these loans as a small business and you keep all of your workers employed, which is very important right now, it's not just a bailout or welfare.
Right.
It's if you keep jobs, if you keep people employed, that loan will be a complete grant. It will be completely forgiven. So please take advantage of this if you're a small business and you can.
Brent, there's the problem, though, we're hearing about, of course, there's a lot of problems. Nobody expected this amount of demand on these types of programs. Can they handle this type of demand?
I believe they can. I mean, there's going to be some people, it just doesn't work out for them, but they can handle the demand. It's going to work. The thing I want to point out, too, is that this is another piece of the puzzle we're putting together to get things back together. So it's not going to be a perfect program. Nothing is when you deal with millions and millions of people and programs and so forth. But it's going to be a big boost for small businesses, make them feel better, keep their employees on. That's going to make them feel better. We're going to get out of this thing. There's a lot of positive things going on, including this program right here.
Well, Heather, this economic downturn has prompted some, and of course, we're focusing a little bit of time on some of the haters out there. Jennifer Rubin from the Washington Post, she's trying to blame President Trump. She says the recession is a product of Trump's mismanagement and willful ignorance, and that recession will be frightfully severe. Basically saying, another Republican president, another recession. Is that fair?
No, that's not fair. I mean, this is a health crisis, a pandemic that has turned into a financial crisis, but this is not 2008. This is not a recession in terms of something that was caused by the financial system. Just 1 month ago, we had record unemployment in this country and wages rising. I mean, it's hard to believe that that was just 1 month ago. And today we're seeing record amount of unemployment claims, 6.6 million up to 4.4% in employment. So I think the administration is handling this very well. Yes, there will be bumps, roadblocks along the way, and speed bumps, but that's because we're doing this in record amount of time. A $2 trillion stimulus bill would normally take a year to pass something like that kind of budget in Congress. So we're doing this in record time, and the IRS is even getting, in coordination with Steve Mnuchin, getting payments directly to Americans making under $75,000. $1,200 if you filed your taxes is coming to you in 2 weeks. That's record timing. So they're handling this, I think, very well, as best as they can.
Yes, there's a lot of emotions involved in this right now. People are wondering about how they're going to eat. So we understand why people are upset about this. But Brent, when you look at the situation down the road, road. You know, and if I come into Wilsey Asset Management and I say, what do I do with my nest egg? Brent, what's the best advice you can give folks right now?
The best advice is that we are investing in strong businesses, strong companies with strong balance sheets. And also, too, don't look at the short term. We're going to have volatility. We know it's going to go up and down. We're looking at where we'll be December 31st of 2020, where we'll be 1 year from now. And this is going to get better. I mean, gosh, we're going through the war time right now. It's probably going to be that way for the next couple of weeks. April numbers are going to be not very good at all, let's be honest here. But what's going to happen, I believe, is that a lot of these people are saying it's going to be a recession and so forth. I'm not seeing that because people want to go out. And right now, those numbers on coronavirus are terrible. They're scared.
Yeah.
When they start coming down, which they will because all the things we're doing, people are going to say, hey, you know what? I do want to go back to the restaurant. I do want to go to the movies and so forth. This happened during 9/11. They thought no one's going to go out because people are afraid of getting bombed and so forth. And eventually people said, no, I don't care. I want to enjoy my life. We'll have the same thing here, except now we have numbers that we can count on showing that, hey, things are looking better. Let's enjoy life.
Yeah, it's almost like the 7 stages of grief you have to go through when it comes to this. There's all the chaos in the beginning, but finally there's acceptance and acknowledgement and then a path forward. We'll get there eventually, someday. Heather, Brent, great to see you both. And also, we like to remind everyone to always talk to a certified financial advisor with fiduciary responsibilities before making any financial decisions. Never a bad idea. Thanks so much, guys. We'll see you the next time.
All righty.